current DJI drones are probably going to get retroactively banned in the US by the FCC, and it's not quite as bad as it sounds. But before we get there, we need a bit of context. At this point, almost a year ago, Congress passed the NDAA National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2025. This is something that happens every year to give funding to the military, but as tends to happen, they slid something unrelated into the bill, in this case a ban on DJI drones. On page 138 of this bill, you'll find that, in short, DJI and Autel actually as well are subject to an audit by a national security agency, so that'd be like FBI, NSA, DHS, etc. And unless an agency performs this audit and concludes that they present no risk by December 23, 2025, they will be added to the FCC's covered entities list, which one of the things that means is that DJI and Autel won't be able to get FCC licenses for new products, effectively prohibiting new DJI products because they have radios and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and all that stuff that needs FCC authorization. At least originally, it was only new DJI products. And at this point, I wouldn't hold my breath for any national security audit to come out. I was initially hopeful that this wouldn't actually happen, but at this point, with less than 2 months until the deadline, it seems highly unlikely that anyone is going to actually stop this DJI ban from going into effect. Just the way this is all set up, it requires an agency like the FBI or NSA or DHS to come out and put their stamp of approval on DJI and say that they are not a national security risk, which they are probably quite unlikely to do, as a bunch of people would probably be mad at them for supporting a Chinese company. And so the way this bill was set up makes it extremely likely that DJI will get banned versus requiring an agency to do the audit and then banning DJI and Autel only if they do find them to be a threat. So at this point, I'm like 99% sure that as of December 24, 2025, DJI will be added to the FCC's covered list. I'd love to be wrong, but I think that's where we're at. Now, as I mentioned, originally, this was only going to apply to new DJI products that hadn't received FCC certifications yet. But as of a couple days ago, that has all changed. Now, pretty soon, you might not be able to get any kind of DJI drone, but whatever kind of drone you have or will be able to get in the future, you can still get amazing shots with it if you have the right skills. So that's why I've put together a completely free 45-minute drone filmmaking training where I share my top 10 secrets to creating cinematic drone videos. And link to that is down in the description. So go check that out if you want better drone shots. So what has changed? On October 28, the FCC voted 3-0 to grant itself the authority to prohibit the importation, marketing, or sale of previously authorized devices that are on the covered list. This basically makes it so that the FCC can pull the authorizations, actually not technically fully pull the authorizations, but somehow prevent their import and sale of devices that had been previously granted a license, which means that DJI drones launched before the December 23 deadline are no longer safe. And this is a huge change from what we were expecting. Previously, everyone thought that older drones like the Mavic 4 Pro, Air 3S, Mini 4 Pro, Mini 5 Pro, Avata 2, etc., would be good to go, as long as you could figure out how to get them through customs, etc., which are issues that we're already having, but there are workarounds. But now it looks like that's no longer the case. This new rule doesn't specifically call out DJI because they are not currently on the covered list, but I would be extremely surprised if the government gave itself these powers, this new authority, and didn't actually use it once DJI is put on the covered list. Now, I've seen some people saying that this will make DJI drones that you already have illegal to own and operate under FCC regulations. And no, this is not the case at all. In fact, the FCC is very clear in their Notice of Proposed Rulemaking fact sheet that currently owned devices will not be affected. Right in the introduction to this fact sheet, it says that the rule will provide a procedure to limit previously granted authorizations of covered equipment to prohibit the importation and marketing of such equipment without limiting continued operation or use. And on page 27 of this document, it says, because this limitation on existing authorizations would not result in the revocation of existing authorizations of covered equipment. So basically, they're not fully revoking the FCC authorization, they're just somehow limiting it. Then here's the important part. The continued use of such equipment that is already in the hands of users would remain authorized. So that means if you have a drone like, say, the Mini 5 Pro or an Air 3S, Mavic 4 Pro, etc., that already has FCC authorization and you have it in your hands, you will still be able to use it under this rule. So any DJI drones that you currently have are safe. You will still be able to keep flying them and using them as normal. They won't suddenly become illegal. Now, you may not be able to get firmware updates, etc. We don't know exactly how that will go, if that will affect future support for the drones, but the drones will still continue to be flyable and legal. Now, on the other hand, it may become nearly impossible to get DJI drones, even of older models, if the FCC really does go after the import and sale of these products aggressively once DJI goes on the covered list. Now, there is one other thing in these new rules that could be used to target DJI, specifically DJI clones, presumably sold by DJI shell companies, like, for example, the Skyrover and Skyani X1 drones that are on Amazon right now, basically clones of the Mini 4 Pro. These new rules let the FCC prohibit otherwise compliant devices that include certain component parts produced by those bad actors. In other words, DJI and other companies that they don't like. This would presumably include drones with DJI components or technology inside of them, which closes the loophole of shell companies and DJI clones that seemed to likely still provide a flow of new DJI drones into the US. So where does that leave us? It's not looking good to be a drone pilot in the US right now. The ban on new DJI drones seems to be pretty certain at this point, and while it's not actually in place yet, it looks like the older drones may get banned as well. So what should you do? I'm not sure. If you want to get a DJI drone, now is probably a good time to get it before December 23. If you have a DJI drone, I wouldn't sell it because it will keep working and they will probably only go up in value if the flow of new drones is cut off. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you to do about it. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to stay up to date on what's happening, and I'll see you in the next video.